Welcome back in. It's Cougar Nation. We're breaking down this hot BYU basketball team that they just keep winning. Another winning week with a road win at Arizona State and then a home win against West Virginia. And Cougar Nation every week is brought to you and sponsored by Central Bank. Let's get to our trending up and trending down.
Cougar Nation trending. What's trending up and what's trending down this season?
Let's start things off with trending up, Matt, and I'm excited for this guy to have this recent success heading down the stretch run. Fousseyni Traore having a huge performance for BYU. Foose goes for 20 points, 9 of 13 from the field, 10 rebounds, his first double-double since November against Mississippi Valley State back on November 23rd. Huge performance for Foose, and this was Dallin Hall after the game. And he gave a great comment on Foose and the impact he means for BYU basketball.
We obviously have played a lot of minutes together. Foose was thrown into the fire since his freshman year here, and he's really been asked to carry a big load. And I've said this on a different interview, but I think the guy sitting right here is the most underappreciated BYU basketball player of all time. Like, he brings it every day. He's incredible off the court. He's an amazing teammate. And so we formed a really good relationship. And he's also really easy to play with. Like, he finds the open spots. He seals smaller guys. So Yegor has just also been able to find him too. So great for our team, both on and off the floor. Like, I can't say enough about Fousseyni Traore.
I love that commentary from Dallin Hall, Mitch, because I think he's right. I think he is the most underappreciated BYU player of all time. He's a decorated man, and he's going to be in a lot of lists. He's not going to set the scoring record or any of that, but when you look at top 15 lists, Foose is going to exist. And I think the other thing, too, is Foose has been really durable of late, and that's been really important. And then lastly, what I like about Foose a lot is that he is a team player. He stuck around for Kevin Young. He didn't have to do that. And he could have commanded a good opportunity elsewhere just off his productivity alone. And yet he stuck around. And then guess what? He took a different role too. Someone with the amount of points that he's scored and minutes he's played, could he have not said, I got to start or I'm leaving? And he's never said anything like that. He's just about the team. And so for him to have a double-double and a win against West Virginia, I love that selection, Mitch. Foose is going to be a key part to March Madness. He's going to be a key part to the NCAA tournament because there's going to be games where the three's not falling, and can he be effective down low?
BYU was plus 24 with Foose on the court against West Virginia. It was a pick-your-poison type of game. West Virginia protected the three-point line, so BYU just feasted in the post with Foose. What's trending up for you?
It's Richie Saunders. I know that might be a cop-out here, but back-to-back Big 12 Player of the Weeks. I mean, how do you not? He keeps getting better. And he has been playing his best basketball, Mitch, and his most consistent basketball when BYU needs it most. You need him against Kansas, check. On the road against Arizona, he delivers. At Arizona State, in what some people might have thought was a trap game, they were shorthanded and didn't have their best players, and Richie just feasted from the three-point line. And then against West Virginia, not having a great shooting game, but still gets to the rim, is effective, good on both ends of the floor. And so back-to-back Big 12 Player of the Week awards. For that to be Richie to start the year, if you said if anyone wins that award, it'd be what, Yegor?
Yep. Just
based off his talent alone, and yet it's Richie Saunders,
I think
who is the best player.
I think it's worked out perfectly for BYU to have a veteran be the star, because then it eases some of the pressure of Yegor, and then he can kind of slide into his role as, I don't want to say complimentary piece, because when he's on, it's an X factor that's big for this BYU team.
He doesn't want to be a score first point guard.
No.
He wants to distribute. And to your point, which is a good one, Richie taking on that role has let Yegor be himself.
Another guy that had some high expectations coming into the year was freshman Cannon Catchings. He goes down with an injury in the first half against West Virginia. So he's my, I guess, trending down. This was Kevin Young earlier today with injury update and the outlook on Cannon heading into the matchup against Iowa State.
Wasn't as bad as it looked, which was great. He's kind of day-to-day, and that's kind of how we're approaching it.
Day-to-day with Cannon Catchings. He came back out in the second half. He had an ice pack on his knee. So it's going to be a touch-and-go situation. I would have told you in November, you suffer an injury to Cannon Catchings, oh, buddy, things are going to go south. But I think BYU's success continues, Matt. I don't know how much this impacts BYU and their potential in March if Cannon Catchings isn't fully healthy. Hopefully he's available, because when he's on, you see the Arizona game and that shot-making ability, but I still think they can navigate without Cannon Catchings potentially in Ames.
It doesn't change the floor for BYU at all. It just changes the ceiling. Because when Cannon is lighting it up, then this team can truly beat anybody. Without Cannon Catchings, I still think you can make a run in the NCAA tournament, but you'd prefer to have him there. Trending down for me, I would say the Big 12 as a league, just their ability to get as many teams into the big dance as possible. West Virginia needed that if they wanted to probably get in. I don't know if West Virginia gets in at this point unless they make some special run in the Kansas City Big 12 championship tournament. So, but that doesn't affect BYU. BYU's in a great spot. I mean, from a BYU perspective, is anything trending down? I feel like everything's trending up.
It's a great point, because there's not much to nitpick with this team. There's so much potential, and I think it's just great to see them in a spot where there's still room to grow, I think. And I think there's still this potential with this group that they've got another gear to them, as we've heard from players that have hopped onto this show have told us, and I believe that still, and I think that they continue every single day stacking up these days, as Kevin Young likes to talk about. They just keep getting better. So good stuff on Cougar Nation here with the trending up and trending down. Let's take a break. On the other side, we've been teasing it. Number one signee, AJ Dabansa. I caught up with him. What's he thinking of this BYU team? Let me tell you, he's very excited about Richie Saunders. It's Cougar Nation here on KSL News Radio.